Good morning and welcome to another edition of the Daily Fix. I am your usual host and presenter, Advocate Tudohoyan. Yesterday, I promised you that I'm going to write a letter to the state president concerning the disturbing, issues around the Senzo Meyiwa trial. I wrote that letter yesterday, and it was dispatched to the office of the state president. I think at about 3:30 yesterday. I also promised that I'll be reading you that letter this morning, like I'm going to do now in a short while, just to give you, an idea or a full picture. In fact, no, not an idea, but rather a full picture of what is going on or what that letter was all about. Let me also, in my introduction, say that I'm aware of a lot of people, professional people, professional colleagues of mine who are saying, why are you writing a letter to the state president? What do you think the state president can do about this? Because, we have separation of powers. How does the executive or the president, get to interfere in what the courts are doing and so on? I said to them, my dear friends, you have dialed the wrong number. What I'm doing here, they've totally missed the point. What I'm doing here is not to get the president, the state president to intervene or do anything with the Senzo Meyiwa trial by way of interfering or, uh, having some influence or over the course of events. I'm not seeking that kind of intervention. I am saying to the state president that as the state president of South Africa, be aware of an injustice that is unfolding in the Pretoria High Court now. Please be aware of this thing so that going forward, we can count, we can count the state president along and say this, the state president was also aware. Well, if the state president is unaware, we are making him aware. And I'm not doing this thing because I'm naive. I know my professional obligations. I know, that the executive cannot, intrude into the judiciary space and so on and so forth. But, some of these things must be said because other people just, might object to them because they are in certain comfort zones and they don't want to be disturbed in those comfort zones. I don't have a comfort zone. I've got a job to do, and this is the job that I'm doing. This is what I've undertaken to do, and so be it. So, to my viewers and subscribers, let me read you this letter which was written yesterday, like I indicated earlier on, to His Excellency President Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa. The letter goes as follows, and I'll read it straight from my computer here. And this is what the letter is saying. Read the Senzo Meyiwa investigation and trial. The above matter refers, and in connection therewith, I wish to bring to your attention the following issues surrounding the investigation and subsequent matter trial in the Pretoria High Court, which is scheduled to proceed on January 20th, 2025. The trial is probably the first of its kind in South Africa, wherein there are two investigation dockets in respect of one murder investigation. The first investigation docket 636 was opened in 2014 and gathered dust for 5 years until 2019, when another docket 375 was opened. 3. The first docket relies on the theory that invaders burst into the house of Kelly Khumalo and ended up killing Senzo in a robbery gone wrong. 4th, the second docket 375 was opened in 2019 and came up with a totally different theory that there were no intruders who burst into that house and that Senzo Meyiwa was probably killed by somebody in that house, raising the possibility that the people charged in the Pretoria High Court may well have nothing to do with the death of Senzo Meyiwa. It is against this backdrop, this disturbing background of facts that I humbly bring this matter to your attention. As an advocate, I am mindful of the doctrine of separation of powers, and I'm not asking you, therefore, to intervene in any manner. All that I'm doing is to bring to your attention this disturbing state of affairs that has severely tarnished the administration of justice in South Africa. Needless to say, the casualty in this process is the justice system itself. Thanking you in advance, Advocate Tulo Hoyane. That is the letter that I dispatched yesterday to the state president. All I'm saying to the state president is, I'm not saying, Mr. State President, put a stop to that trial. Be aware of these things. Be aware of these things because it is up to us, in the legal fraternity to see what we are going to do about what is unfolding in the sense of Meiwa trial. But the state president, I said the buck stops to the state president. Why can't we tell the state president that we have these concerns? I mean, you voted these people into power. Even if you did not vote for him, he is the country's state president. He must know these things. These things cannot just go, as silently as other people would have them swept under the carpet. We must bring them to the fore. People must know what presidents must know what the concerns of the people down there are. So it is in that kind of spirit that, I wrote this letter to the state president. I indicated earlier on that, well, I'm not too optimistic given, what I've seen in the past that I'll get a response. But let me not prejudge anything from the state president. Mr. State President, please favor us with a reply. And when that reply comes, I'll bring this reply to the attention of the people of South Africa through the daily fix. I will not keep it to myself. That will not be a reply to me in my personal capacity because I'm doing nothing here in my personal capacity. The cause here is just the pursuit of justice, and that is all. For Senzo Meiwa. So there it goes. There you have it. Let me hear your comments in the comment section. What do you think about this? And so that we move in tandem with you. And let me hear what you have got to say about this. Do you think it was the right move? Some are saying no, it's not the right move. But I think some things have to be said and done. We are not just going to fold our hands and do nothing. Because if you don't do something like this, what is the alternative? Sit back and just, fold your arms and say, hey, wow, you just fold your arms and I'm not that kind of type. I'm hands-on. I'm hands-on. I believe in, tackling issues as and when they arise. Having said that, let me thank you for watching this video and please kindly subscribe. Thank you very much.